good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're going to watch this video. Welcome to Mental Health and Gender Spectrum Insights. My name is Lucy Malaika Mukaka, a fourth-year student at Chalimbana University, pursuing a degree in psychology and gender studies. We're here to talk about whether I'm stressed. Are you stressed? Are we stressed? We're going to look at the definition of stress. We're also going to look at how stress would make me feel. We're also going to look at the physical symptoms or signs of stress, and we'll look at how we can manage stress and the reasons to why you might be stressed or the reasons to why I might be stressed. Stay tuned, like, share, comment, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's get stress is how we act when we are in a situation where we feel uncomfortable, in a situation where we feel pressured, and in a situation where we feel threatened. And sometimes little amount of stress makes us energetic to complete tasks, but not managing your stress and continuously being stressed leads to long-term health issues, and it might be a negative on your mental health. So now we know what stress is, and then we're going to look at how can stress make you feel. So stress can make you feel anxious, stress can make you feel lonely, stress can make you dread certain situations, and stress can also make you feel irritated. Stress can also make you feel neglected, like there's no one that's there for you. Stress can also make you feel uninterested in things that you used to be interested in. And stress can also make you feel depressed. Stress can also make you worried. Stress can also make you feel alone. And I know someone's gonna come back and say she already said lonely, but being alone, feeling alone, and feeling lonely are two different things. That's a whole other topic. So these are certain things that stress can make you feel. And overall, stress can make you feel overwhelmed with so many things. That's the definition of stress and how stress can make you feel. And now we're gonna look at the physical symptoms that stress might have on an individual. So now this varies. So just because stress looks like this for this person, that does not mean that stress will look the same for you. So now some of the physical things that might come up if an individual is stressed, we have sweating. So sweating can also be a sign that this person is stressed. So now it's not the normal everyday sweating, you're just seated and you're sweating because of your thoughts, or because of how overwhelmed you feel, and then causes you to sweat. And then also chest pains. Some people will feel like the chest is closing up or they can't breathe properly. That's also another sign of stress. Also, having constant headaches is a sign of stress. Now it depends on the situation. Other people would have a headache, and that could be a symptom of an underlying issue that the individual has. So you might want to get checked for certain things. But also a headache is also a sign of an individual being stressed. And then also sleeping problems. Some people will have trouble sleeping if they're stressed, and some people will sleep too much. Some people will sleep less and some people will sleep too much. And then gaining weight or losing weight is also another sign of stress. You just notice that suddenly you have gained so much weight, or suddenly you have lost so much weight, or you can just notice it in the appetite. Suddenly you're eating too much, suddenly you're eating less. All those are physical signs of stress. And then we also have panic attacks. Some people's stress might manifest in panic attacks, and then you might also mistake it for anxiety. That's why it's important to get checked, to get assessed. Yes, you get checked, you get assessed, and to say that this is the reason I feel like this, and you're able to manage and help yourself. So like I said, panic attacks, this could be stress, this could be anxiety, but today we're looking at stress, and panic attacks is one of the physical symptoms that would show up if an individual is stressed. But we'll just look at a few reasons why you might be stressed. So now one of the reasons why you might be stressed is maybe because you're ignoring your feelings. So you ignore how you feel today, you ignore how you feel tomorrow. You are putting all your emotions in one tiny little bottle, and one day it will explode. or just in the process of you keeping those feelings locked up, you begin to feel stressed without knowing why you're feeling stressed, forgetting that you didn't deal with that situation the time it happened. You didn't deal with that other situation and that other situation. So now there are many situations. And then another reason why you might be feeling stressed is overloading your schedule. Lining up so many things for you to do in one single day or in a few hours. You tell yourself, I'm going to do this much within 5 hours. On a normal day, you would not be able to do that, but you give yourself so many tasks to accomplish that might make you feel overwhelmed and then stressed if you don't manage to accomplish those tasks, or stressed to the point where you do manage to accomplish those tasks, but at what risk? Another reason why you might be stressed is because maybe you're not getting enough sunlight. Getting natural sunlight is really good for your health, and it helps brighten up your day. Unlike staying locked up in your room, no sunlight in the darkness, that's not helpful. Exercising is also not exercising is another reason why you might be stressed. Laying in bed all day, that might get you stressed. It's important for you to take a walk once in a while, and as you take a walk, you get to get sunlight, killing two birds with one stone. Another reason why you might be stressed is because you are procrastinating. So you say you do this tomorrow, and then you say you do the other thing the other day, and the other thing the other day. So now those things that you say you do keep piling up. You procrastinate this situation to the next, and at the end of the day, you have so much work for you to do, and then you start feeling stressed. And then because it's so much work, there's no one to help you. You feel neglected, and now when you feel neglected, you feel like you're alone in this world. Now when you feel alone, you begin to feel lonely. When you begin to feel lonely, you get sad, you get too sad, you get depressed. So at the end of the day, you have now lined up all these problems just on you. Another reason why you might be stressed is because you're not getting enough sleep. An individual should aim to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I know it's hard, especially for people with a really busy schedule, but it's important for you to at least get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. If you can't, we can settle for 6, but try by all means to get enough rest, to get your body rested so that your body can process, heal, and restore, replenish. Yes. So now managing stress is just basically little ways that are going to help you stay on track, little ways that are going to help you focus, little ways that are going to help you, navigate around the stressful moments that come up. So now some of the things you can do is read a book. Let's try by all means to read at least 10 pages a day of a book of your choice. Preferably a happy book, or any genre that works for you. Another thing that you could do is listen to music. Listening to music does help me. I'm sure it might help you as well. Another thing you can do is I didn't mention this when I was talking about reasons that you might be stressed, but I'm going to talk about it now. Saying no. So now saying no is a way you can manage stress, and also being so agreeable to people is a way that you can be stressed. I'm not saying do not help people or do not agree to certain demands, but have limits, have boundaries. This person comes and says they want this, they want your help, they need your favor. Sometimes be like, I'm using my help and I also need the favor. Sometimes just make boundaries, create boundaries. Do not be a pushover. Do not allow people to make you a pushover. Protect yourself, protect your boundaries, protect your peace. You don't always have to agree to things when something's not comfortable for you, when you're not able to do something. Learn to say no. Say more often, because you have your own things to deal with, and then now people are piling up their things on top of your things. So now you get overwhelmed and then you get stressed. So let's learn to say no once in a while. And also another way you can manage stress is by keeping a journal. keeping a journal. So I'm not saying just keep a journal. Write in your journal. Write what has happened today. Write how you feel today, how certain things made you feel. So by keeping this journal, you're able to record your day-to-day life, and you're able to see certain things. Then when you read through and you go through, you're able to see the progress you've made, or maybe you've done something less this week. You are able to to keep track of your day-to-day, and you're able to see things you can control and things you can't control, which will also help you navigate through life, because now you know what is what. So now these are a few things that you can do to help you manage your stress, and these are also a few things that I can do to help me manage my stress. I already do a few things on the list, and hopefully you also get to pick out one or two things that will help. And that's all we had for you today on stress, reasons for stress management. That's what Mental Health and Gender Spectrum Insight had for you today, with me, Lucy Malaika Mkaka, student at Chalimbana University. Do not forget to subscribe, to like, to share, and to comment. Do not forget to comment and tell me, how does stress reflect for you? How does it happen for you? And how do you manage stress? Thank you. See you on the next one.